You don't want to know how magic tricks are done, or what the guy inside the Mickey Mouse costume looks like. That would terrify you, and you'd never want to go back to Disneyland. Well, today we reveal the gritty underbelly of our road trip in Half Car Will Travel, Behind the Scene. A fair amount of the footage is dramatized recreations, and one of them didn't happen. Try to guess which. Hear about the challenges we face every day. Things like problems with food. Here is a discount Mexican animal cracker. What the hell is that supposed to be? Here is a group of them that got stuck together in such a way that they appear to be having relations. Here's what happens when the marshmallows stick together and you don't know how to cook them. Here's some soup I had, and I think I tweeted this picture because up close it looks like a planet.
Hey, you hungry?
Yeah.
Let's go to the buffet.
We buy a lot of rice and noodle packets. Here's an example of a typical night.
I can see delicious. Okay, yeah. we're selecting tonight's delightful meal. What do we have here? We've got some what song? All right, we got some Spanish rice. There's one of those. Oh, creamy garlic shells. Pasta shells in a creamy garlic flavored sauce.
You know what?
Garlic flavored sauce. We got garlic parmesan. The chef in me wants to pair these. Oh, we got a lot of potatoes. Buttery home style, butter and herb. What you want? You want to mix some mashed potatoes?
Potatoes and sausage wouldn't be bad.
I was gonna say potatoes and rice, taco rice.
Maybe.
What do you think? And we'll do buttery home style along with I'm thinking garlic parmesan. And I'll throw in some turkey sausage. Sorry, it's turkey.
Whatever. As long as you don't call it sausage, I'm fine with it.
Okay. We have feast.
Wait, I can't quite. There you go. Say it again.
It's a feast.
No.
Get that out of my face.
Here was another night's repast. We're thinking about starting a series of food segments. This was like some kind of noodle with chips, and I think that's bologna. Oh, and why not wash it down with a cool, refreshing Dr. West? Yeah, there's a reason you've never heard of that. But before you feel too sorry for us, know that when we have access to a kitchen, we can sometimes spoil ourselves. For example, this was back in January on my birthday. Despite what this picture looks like though, we didn't get crazy. We just had a couple drinks. Speaking of drinks, how about coffee? This is how we ground fresh coffee because it's cheaper to buy a giant bag of it at Costco and it's better than pre-ground. But you have to sit outside Fred Meyer and grind it up, which looks pretty ghetto, until we got this.
Seriously though, film this. See? It works.
That's an inverter that hooks up to the battery so that we can pull over anywhere and have fresh coffee. The reason we don't have it in camp is because we camp in illegal places, bringing us to challenge 2, the law. Okay, so the campgrounds are all closed and we have no more options, and it's too late to drive anywhere. Like it'd be, I don't know how many hours of driving to get somewhere that's legal to sleep. So we're just gonna sleep where it's illegal. And my clever plan is to take my tent and instead of setting it up in the road or beside the road where it's all conspicuous and I might get in trouble, I'm just gonna kind of get in this ditch and crawl inside it. And then if it starts to rain, I'll be dry. And if we have to leave in a hurry, I can do that too. Good night.
Hey, you boys got to get out of here. You can't camp next to the road like that. Somebody might come along and hit you with a car. See, you got to leave now. But there are plenty of good camping just up the road if you want to go try for that. All you got to do is hang out of here, hang a left, then a right, then a right, and then a left, then 2 lefts, and then a right, and then you'll be all right. And please enjoy our forest.
Wow, you know what? You have a really good point there, and thanks for your concern and for being reasonable about it. You have a good day.
Hey, you have a good day too, Hey there, you boys camping?
Yeah.
That what the tents are for?
That's what the tents are for.
How long you all been here?
A little while.
You can't be here more than a couple weeks.
No, I did not know that.
Yeah, you can't. So you gotta run along.
Why? Like, it doesn't make any sense.
'Cause it's in a book.
What book?
I got this here uniform because I have to follow the book.
That doesn't make any sense. I don't understand your silly rule. Can't
Well,
we just...
You see, here's the deal. You're here for 2 weeks, and then you gotta leave for 2 weeks, and then you can come back for another 2 weeks.
What?
And you can do that till the end of time for all I fucking care.
What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah.
How does that help anyone?
Well, it helps environment
No, it doesn't.
because what you're doing is packing down the dust. Now,
You're worried that I'm going to ruin your dirt?
you're
Come
gonna
on.
ruin the dirt. It already doesn't hold.
How did you know I was here for so long?
Because I seen you. Well, actually, he seen you.
Who?
That guy over there.
Somebody,
I can't say or you might slash his tire.
somebody snitched on us?
Somebody said that he was upset that you'd been here before him and I was booting him out.
So let me understand this. I could be here 2 weeks, but if I stay 2 weeks in a day, it'll ruin your landscape. But if I leave and someone else comes here for 2 weeks, exactly where I was squatting, then that's fine?
That's fine. Because the likelihood of them putting pressure on the dust exactly where you did is very minimal, sir.
Well-
So then when you come back, and you'll probably be in a different spot too, it keeps the dust nice and even.
Thank you for your service, asshole.
Hey, thank you.
Challenge number 3, equipment. So we stayed at a bunch of campgrounds and people would walk by and be like, your lights are on. It actually started to get kind of annoying. But the reason is I was charging my phone and you have to leave the key on in order for the little charger thing to work and the running lights stay on. And one morning, finally came the day where I got up and I put my phone on and I left it on for like 2 hours because I forgot and the battery died. So normally we'd be screwed in the middle of nowhere with no phone service. We can't even call AAA, but we can push start the Fiat. Hopefully. Monsieur?
Oui, 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 oui.
All right, here we go. Booyah! We did it! We missed it by 2 miles, and I didn't bother to tweet it, but we recently celebrated Warranty Day for the Fiat. Sure hope nothing breaks now! Here is the proper way to pack a Fiat. Here's what you get when you take a Fiat where it doesn't belong. I drove wicked slow while Jesse ran interference on all the larger rocks. Here's where my $35 tent's getting all mangled. And here's another spot that's not looking so hot. And this is called a pea jug. Care to guess what it's for? Challenge number 4, weather. What's it called? Strawberry something? We're in a campground.
We're not going to tell you where, because then you can find us.
It's raining, and we're in the car.
No, we're not. We're camping
We're hoping
in
it'll.
a small tent.
We're hoping it'll stop raining long enough for us to set up an actual tent. We both just took a hose bath next to each other in the car. I don't know if you didn't want to share that with the people.
No,
but
that's fine. Chris and I are very close.
we're so close. And this sucks.
That does suck.
I
We're
wanted-
doing this for you.
I wanted America to
The
know
viewing
that.
public. Where's the actual lens on this right here? Doing it for you, viewing public. I want them to see me looking at them.
Great. Through the time and through the internet.
Well, no, just when somebody looks directly at the camera thing, then you get the impression that they're looking at you. I've seen people wince when the TV looks at them.
What?
Weak people.
There really is nothing more to say.
Yeah, this blows.
Hashtag
You're welcome for the
car
entertainment.
camping
Yes.
sucks balls. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but it's totally raining out there. It's a nasty night.
It's like raining and winding, and we want to set up the tent, but we're afraid to because it'll get soaked and it'll be like even more miserable. So we're doing this.
This was in Death Valley. I left my rainfly off because the sky was so pretty, and I thought, ooh, I'm going to look at the stars before I fall asleep, which I did, and it was nice. But I'm an idiot because it was almost winter, and we were about 3,000 feet up. I think that was the coldest night I've spent so far in Half Car. Even colder than when we woke up to snow in New Mexico. Here is a nice little campground in Oregon that I got a really nice shot from. The weather, temperature-wise, was great, but we went for a hike and some wind picked up, and here's what we came back to because Jesse didn't have anything inside his tent while we were gone. Oh, what fun. Here's another example of high wind in Death Valley. We had this tent site set up, and somebody came by and took our tents down for us, which was nice because they would have blown away.
Yeah, it's
we
like
moved down the
hell.
hill, and the wind died down enough to sleep. Oh, here's some in New Mexico that was pretty hardcore. And here's a place also in New Mexico where we showed up at night, and it was a terrible campsite. I don't know who recommended it online, but the wind was coming off that lake, so we thought between the car and this dumpster we'd be safe, but the dumpster was empty and it was kind of rocking in the wind, so we're like, either we'll be good or it'll fall and crush our legs. But it didn't. Let's see what we got here. Challenge number 5. Money. We've done a lot of things for money. We've had a couple of jobs. Most of them haven't been that bad. Lowe's sucks.
So it's about 2:15 a.m. That's why you can't see anything. Jesse's shift doesn't start until 3:10, but it's a 40-minute drive to work. And I'm gonna drop him off, and my shift starts at 10 a.m. And so I'm gonna sit in the car and hopefully catch a couple winks and then go to Starbucks. And he gets off between noon and 1, and I'll get off between 5 and 6. And then we'll rush back to camp and go to bed because we have to get up in less than 8 hours at that point if we decide to eat dinner. I wish I were joking, but this is all too horribly real.
Sometimes you do things you're not proud of.
Party?
Get in. And then there's this. I didn't make very much, and I think I wound up giving that drum set back to the thrift store where I got it. But that's the most fun I've had making money on this trip. Challenge number 6. Boredom. Here's an example of a car ride conversation.
I can see this, that's all. I can roll outdoors. It's the only way to live in cars.
It's a historical marker. I suppose it is.
I don't know, historical.
There's a lot of scrub brush out here. Prairie. Oregon history.
I don't know where the Lewis squat
What did it say?
Yeah.
I swear it said something more.
I didn't see it.
This is how we road trip.
There's
We don't-
probably a lot of
we
wars.
don't care.
There were a lot of Indians
Something's happened
killed.
out here. We don't care. Unless, there's another one. I think that was a coyote, but it was pretty smushed.
You get enough Indians together, you got yourself a war partner.
You know, actually, to spark a controversial topic, wasn't that the longest running war in America, if you want to count it as a single war, and you don't count the Trump war, which is ongoing?
Right.
We're winning.
Well, if you count all the Indians as one group, which would piss them off, then yeah, I suppose it
It
could be
would
one
piss some
big
of them
war.
off. People divide themselves until they have something to bring them together. So if a bunch of natives are talking about how much they hate white people, which I'm assuming most of the time they
Maybe
don't do,
they shouldn't have waited until the 1870s to
It
come
wouldn't piss
together,
them
and
off.
then they wouldn't have had a problem.
yeah. What do you think would have happened if what happened hadn't happened?
What happened?
Well, the whole thing of like Europeans showed up and basically totally
These would have
The
taken over
natives
if the
over.
Europeans hadn't. They were just way slower.
like what would anything be different if you had a modern Native American North America with a minority of white people and Africans, and it was mostly Native? Like the same thing that happened in Japan. They were all old school and feudal, and they're like, leave us alone. And then white people are like, that you're modernizing, and they did, and now they're super high tech.
For argument's sake, let's just say that the people here indigenous to the area, quote unquote, would have industrialized without enough influence from Europe to drastically change them, and
It would be
were
like
their
the same
own
difference.
sort of entity. Yeah, I'm not
Would
going
they
to
be
be
one
racist
country?
and pretend that they would be okay. They'd be just as up as everybody else. Everybody's all up. I don't trust people.
Would America exist?
I don't know. I mean, I guess if we're saying America, like its foothold in the early 1800s on the eastern coast, and then the Indians just took over the rest of it.
I'm saying like if Europeans had never established large permanent settlements, and all you had then would be, well, that's the question is if the native tribes would band together eventually, coalesce in the atmosphere of.
There would have been a Haudenosaunee, and that would be the name of the country. They would have taken over and killed all of the people who disagreed with them and worshipped the wrong god and danced the wrong dances. It's just the same as everybody else.
Well, you notice how even
Counting
in
coup would have
America,
happened on the Indy or M16. You would make a little notch every time you shot somebody and didn't catch shotgun.
Explain this to our viewers.
What?
Counting Coup. Isn't that a band?
Yeah, Counting Coup, they're very good. Well, you'd run up with your stick and you'd bash some other Indian. Some other Indian. You didn't
And
fight.
all tribes did this?
No, I think it's like Western-ish. I'm not really positive. I don't know
Okay,
enough about
that's
it.
very
You
good
guys
vague
can Google
information.
it. Anyway, you run up and you bash another Indian. You're trying to drive them off because they weren't industrialized and with the same population mass as Europeans, so they couldn't have huge wars where tons of people died all the time because then you wouldn't have people. So you just try to beat each other and get each other away from the hunting ground. And if you could do it, you could get a feather for your little stick. And if you got wounded in the act, supposedly, you would get a red paint on the end of your feather, and then it would show that you're.
I don't understand how getting wounded makes you
Because you should have done it without getting wounded.
Who can
Like,
fight,
this horse is crazy.
especially over and over, and never get hurt?
Crazy horse.
Nobody.
It happened, okay? He had one of those magic ghost dance
You
shirts
think
on.
he never got injured?
No, I'm sure he got injured. He got killed.
Well, I mean before that.
He got stabbed.
How did he die?
That's
Okay,
stabbed.
first of all, before we get off on a tangent, his horse is crazy. I mean, a lot of people have heard of Crazy Horse.
Yeah, but supposedly his name was His Horse is Spirited, which Anglos translated into His Horse is Crazy, and then they just called it Crazy Horse because it's a really long name.
So based on what you've read,
You know, our names are like John, Al, Joe, like one syllable, dude.
yeah,
You're
but now
not getting
people
any
have started
more than that.
hyphenating
He
the last
woke up in the rain. That's not a name, okay? We
I
all
like
wake up
those
in the rain.
names.
Come from England, and you wake up in the rain, and we call each other John. That's just what
We can't all be he woke up in the rain.
Well, then we'll call them all 100 names. Whatever. Anyway, what were you asking?
You think, based on something apparently that you've read, that Crazy Horse,
He wasn't actually the crazy horse. His horse was crazy. He was actually referred to as Moderate John.
right?
Anyway, what
They were implying in this thing you read that the name is mistranslated and it actually means he has a lively horse.
Yeah, his horse is spirited. And I don't know why they came up with that. Maybe it was because
That
every
whole dude
time
just passed
he got shot at, his horse didn't
Look,
run.
here comes a car. Is he gonna pass the U-Haul? Oh, that'd be nuts. Turn the camera around so we can see the wreck.
Oh,
No, I'm kidding. He wouldn't be that
well, I
stupid.
would have. We want you guys to be entertained at home. Did you have more questions?
Okay, the Crazy Horse thing.
Crazy Horse.
He allegedly counted coup with a stick when he ran up and bashed somebody.
I can't say that he did. I don't know who did this or where they were. You're trying to get too in depth and out of my field.
Oh, look, there he goes. Now the
Nice.
semis are going. He's passing again. Good luck, old man.
This video isn't evidence, is it? If he gets in a wreck,
Evidence for what?
him getting into a wreck and we saw it.
Well, if he gets in a wreck, we're probably going to pull over and, I don't know, resuscitate his lifeless corpse. So who cares if it's evidence?
I'll pull over and get a picture. I ain't touching it.
I doubt his car really appears in the video. All you can see is like kind of the windows barely. Anyway, back on track. How did he die? His horse is spirited.
If I remember correctly, he was bayoneted in the back and then they drug him into like a little cell and let him bleed out.
Oh,
The Americans who stabbed him,
around when?
you would ask
And
me.
around where?
I want to say it was the 1880s. I could be wrong about that. It was definitely after the Little Bighorn and Wyoming. I don't know. Somewhere in that area where it's flat and nobody goes.
Little Bighorn began where? Custer died?
Yeah, South Dakota, right?
Yeah, I believe. Black Hills. We'll look it up. Anyway, how come there are so many of these historical figures with wacky names, and I've heard of him? What did he do that's pop culture worthy?
He was never a chief, to my knowledge, but he was considered very capable and courageous and intelligent, and someone who was a shirt wearer for a short time.
What is that?
Which meant that he got a shirt.
I have a
which
shirt.
Indians didn't get shirts much. Imagine that.
What?
Yeah, they had special shirts, and the shirt wearers, as I understand it, correct me if I'm wrong, they would be given these things, and instead of being an actual chief, which he never was, he was more like a wise man or something like that. And his place as a shirt wearer, if I'm not mistaken, was to be the last in line and make sure everyone else was taken care of. If there was food, everyone else got food before him. If someone needed something, he was supposed to make sure they got it. And because of
He's a
his
manager.
spirited actions, he was eventually, what do you call that? He was demoted and they took his shirt from him.
What do you mean spirited actions?
He, he wasn't entirely like always cogent when he was acting, I guess. I don't want to speak out of turn here, but he did some stuff that kind of pissed off the chief, and I'm assuming that it had to do with trying to fight the white man or something that was just overreaching.
He was a
little bit.
hothead?
Oh wait, no, you his neighbor's wife. Oh, classic story. Yeah, it was something like that. See, I don't remember, dude. I read this stuff a while back. But he did. He like had an affair or something, I'm pretty sure. They took his shirt away. But even after his shirt was gone, the people in his area, and especially in his tribe, revered him so much that he was still sought after for advice and help and this and that. People like he was somebody that the people around him thought highly of. And supposedly when they were rushing into battle against the cavalry, he was saying, you know, all the brave hearts of me to the front, all the to the back, and none of us will die. And he actually made it through the whole fight, even though he was like one of those leaders that was up in front with everybody.
Until another fight where he died.
If I'm not mistaken, he was being arrested and they stabbed him with a bayonet.
Why?
Because they're
He resist arrest?
probably.
He wasn't
I
African
don't know.
American.
Back before they were doing that, the
I'm
cops
probably
are
gonna have
just
to edit
always
that out.
stabbing Indians. It's really.
Okay, well that's a neat conversation.
Yeah, that was just for you guys.
Challenge number 7. Critters. Here you can see where the mice used part of my battery cover for their nest. And here's some more evidence of the little critters running around under the hood. I can't remember where we found this mouse nest, but they got into the paper towels too. Oh, and here's where they ate some of our bagels. They only nibbled part of one, so I threw it away and ate one of the ones underneath because I don't even know what hantavirus is. Let's see. This was in Bakersfield, California. I feel kind of bad that I'm harassing them. On the other hand, they're trying to eat my garbage. What's up, buddy? They're so cute. I haven't seen a raccoon in years. Actually, that's a half-truth. Probably saw a couple in Washington. Aw, they're like cats. Do you want one in your tent? Look at them frolicking. Am I being an asshole by filming them? They got little thief masks. Anyway, I'm gonna put the garbage in the car. Because they are way too friendly. I think that frog might have peed on my sheet. Thanks for watching.
Subscribe!